It's so good. We're gonna watch the countdown. It's currently 7:40 and I want to do a 24-hour readathon. And I want to fully commit to this 24-hour readathon because I've seen the girlies, they do 12 hours and 12 hours and they split it up and they go to sleep. And I don't want to be like that. I want to actually do 24 hours. Am I gonna make it all the way? I don't know, but we're gonna try. I haven't stayed up for 24 hours in a really long time, so I don't know how that's gonna work mentally, but we're gonna try it. I'm currently dog sitting right now, so I have a good amount of time on my hands, and I packed a lot of books that I've been wanting to read recently. Here are the 3 that I packed, but I also have my Kindle with me, so I have a bunch of ones on there downloaded. I don't know what to start with. I know that I'm about to take the dog for a walk, so maybe I'll start with the audio version of any of these that I choose. I think I wanted to read Powerless first because I've been really dying to read this, and obviously we all know that the second one just came out. But I don't want to like be reading it while I'm super tired, so that might be a tomorrow book. I think something more easy would be better. So I think I want to start with Funny Story by Emily Henry. I think I'm gonna start with this, but we're gonna go for a walk real fast. So let's go do that. We're gonna start the timer right now. Boop. And we're off. Okay, before I go for my walk, I wasn't sure if I wanted to do this, but I said I wanted to commit, so we're gonna commit. We're gonna truly commit. And we're gonna pop open one of these bad boys. I have to do it because I haven't had any caffeine today because I was preparing for this. So we're gonna crack it open. So good. It's literally the best flavor. Okay, let's go for a walk. Okay, a little update for you guys. I think y'all just saw a clip of me making dinner and I'm about to eat it. No one asked, but it is a like Italian sausage vodka pasta. It's been about an hour since we last chatted. I have finished my Alani and now I'm just gonna read while I eat. I'm gonna go ahead and pick up the book and return to the audiobook probably later. So yeah, I just wanted to give you guys a little update. So far so good. I'm only on chapter 3. I don't really like listening to audiobooks in 2x speed because then I just like really can't concentrate and I already have a hard time with audiobooks. So only on chapter 3, but we are gonna power through it and I'm gonna eat my dinner and I'll see you guys when I see you guys. A little update right now. I'm making some tea to try and keep me awake. So we shall see. It's currently 11:07 right now. Still working on Happy Place. Or Happy Place. Funny Story. I'm still working on Funny Story. And I'm only about 100 pages in. I am a slow reader. Unfortunately, especially like, I feel like I'm gonna be extra slow because I'm tired. But it's okay. It's still fun. It doesn't really matter. It's not a race. I'm not gonna lie, I am super tired. I'm about a little bit more than halfway. It's about halfway. I'm like reading really slow right now. And I keep having to reread everything I've just read. So I just thought I would come on here and tell you guys that. It is 1:34. It's literally not even that late. I just don't ever go to sleep that late. Like I literally... We are a little over 5.5 hours in. I think I'm gonna try to power through. Okay, if I'm being completely honest with you guys, I fell asleep. But I only fell asleep at like 2 and it's currently around 6. So I was only asleep for like 4 hours maybe, which I don't think is too bad. I really wanted to commit, I really did, but I swear I was like literally hallucinating. Every time I was like reading the words, my eyes were like doing cartwheels. Like I literally swear I'm like not being dramatic. So I fell asleep. I was really trying hard. Like I literally fell asleep reading. So I was really trying to stay up the whole time, but I didn't. I don't know if I want to tack on like 4 hours to the end or not. We'll see once I get there because I'm already still really sleepy. We're at 10 hours and I still haven't finished the book. So yeah, I'm still in funny story. Like I said, I'm a slow reader. I also just lost 4 hours. So let's go read. Okay, I just finished Funny Story. It is currently 9:38. We are 13 hours, almost 14 hours into this. So it took me about 10 hours to read this. I don't want to like give too much away because you'll obviously know more about how I felt about this in my wrap up. Emily Henry like continues to step it up for me. At first I wasn't like on the bandwagon with all of her books and stuff, but Happy Place really like turned me around. And now this one is definitely the best Emily Henry book in my opinion. I think the characters were perfect. I loved the banter between her and the male main character Miles, as well as her friend Ashley. The banter was just like so good and I literally was like giggling. Like I literally don't laugh at books. Like I think it's kind of like weird because like you can kind of see it coming. But like the banter in this book is literally unmatched. Emily Henry is so funny. I don't want to talk about it for too long because I want to get on to the next book. But yeah, this is such a great book. We're gonna move on to our next one now. I'm not sure which one I want to read yet. I don't have any of them with me because I'm actually home right now to let out my dog. So we'll see. I might read on my Kindle app or maybe I'll just pick a book that I have here as well. We shall see. Okay, I have decided that I need some coffee. It's 1 p.m. right now. We have 6 hours left. I am currently listening to The Do-Over. I think the last clip is me starting it and I'm about halfway through. I've been like reading and listening to it while I do things, but now we're gonna get some coffee and we're gonna get this little guy a pup cup. I have acquired the coffee. We went to 7 Brew. They just opened one up and it's super cheap and it's like actually good. So it looks so light because I accidentally got Breve. It's just like it just comes with Breve. And I forgot to ask for oat milk, but it's okay. It's so good. Just finished The Do-Over Little time check-in. It is 2:50. So I only have 5 hours left. Technically 9 if I didn't go to sleep. But this one was really good. I normally don't like the Groundhog's Day tropes in books, but I think this one was done really well, and I love Lynn Painter, and it was just a really cute romance. It is a YA romance, which I'm not normally like a huge fan of, but I will always pick up a Lynn Painter YA romance because it's not cringy. It like actually just like flows well. I feel like some YA romances are just like a little too cringe for me, and I hate cringy books. I can't do it. So this one was really good. I'll give more in-depth details about it on my wrap-up. It was a super quick read too, which was nice. So now we're gonna get on to the next book. I'm thinking I want to read like something other than romance. I think I've literally only read romance this month, so I'm thinking like maybe a thriller on my Kindle, or maybe Powerless, but I don't know if I'll be able to finish Powerless, and I want to finish one more book before this is all over. So I'm gonna go figure that out, and we'll see what I read next. We're gonna watch the countdown because this was an accomplishment. I literally just finished Never Lie like 2 minutes ago, and I've just been watching this freaking countdown. It's gonna be revolutionary. I'm so excited. I'm so tired. I am so tired. Here we go. It's gonna be backwards. Oh, it's 24 hours. Oh my god, that feels way too good. We will debrief, but give me a second because I'm so tired. It is I keep doing this, which needs to quit. I also put my hair up because I kept touching it and it was looking really bad. So it's quite some time later. It's actually almost 24 hours later, so that's kind of funny. It's 6 p.m. and I thought that I would give you guys a final debrief on the books that I read for the 24-hour reading challenge. We started off strong with Funny Story by Emily Henry. I already talked about this book. I feel like I could talk about it for like 20 more minutes, so I'm not gonna talk your ear off about it. It was 6 stars. It was an automatic 6 stars. Literally from like the first couple of chapters, it was giving me that feeling already. And I'm so glad that I picked this up because I normally am kind of hesitant to get into Emily Henry books because I think that they can be a little overhyped, just a little bit. But this one really did it for me. It really did it for me. The banter was so good. I was giggling like a little girl, but it was just like cute little, I can't stop thinking about this book, and that's why it took me so long to actually come on here and give you guys a wrap up, because I was sad that that book was over, and I've been thinking about it ever since. I'm kind of glad that I read that first, because I think I would have been in a book hangover for like the rest of the month if I didn't have to immediately start another book, because it was just that good. Yeah, 6 stars, starting off the video super strong with that one. Next up, we had The Do-Over by Lynn Painter. I gave this one 4.75 stars, and you're probably wondering, hey, why didn't you give it 5 stars? And my answer to that is I don't know. It just didn't have that perfect 5-star feeling for me. Her other book, Better Than the Movies, was a 5 stars for me, and this one was just like a little tiny baby step below that one, especially because it was Groundhog's Day, which I'm not normally the biggest fan of, but this one did it right. And I know why it did it right is because Lynn Painter wrote it. Lynn Painter is an auto-buy author for me, especially her YA, because I'm not a big fan of YA romances like at all. I think that there can be like this huge disconnect between like YA readers and then the authors because of like the age gap, and I think that that disconnect can lead to like cringiness. But Lynn Painter does it really well. It's not cringy, I guess. This book was just so endearing and sweet and goofy. Lynn Painter just like knows how to encapsulate being in love and being young, which I really loved. So 4.75, not quite a 5-star for me, but still really, really good. Last but not least, I picked up Never Lie by Freida McFadden on my Kindle, and this one was kind of a controversial pick for me because I'm not normally the biggest fan of Freida McFadden. At first I was gonna read the last book in the Housemates trilogy or whatever, but I genuinely was sitting there thinking like, why is there a third book? Like, I don't even know why there was a second book, and so when I was like, why is there a third book? I was like, okay, maybe I shouldn't do that. But I specifically picked Freida McFadden book because they're fast paced and I had like 3 hours left and I was like, oh, I can definitely finish a Freida McFadden book in that time. But I was actually pleasantly surprised with this one. I think I'm gonna end up giving it 3 stars because the plot like twist really got me. I don't want to like spoil the plot twist, but I normally can guess thriller plot, like the twist in a thriller pretty easily. And if I can guess it, then it just ruins my entire freaking experience because it's like, why did I even read it if you're gonna make it so blatantly obvious about like what's gonna happen? But this one was really good and it pleasantly surprised me. Also really loved the dual point of view between our main character and then the I think she's a psychiatrist who has gone missing, which is not a spoiler. I'm pretty sure it says it in the little summary of the book, so I don't think it's a spoiler, but you do go back and forth with that. And there's also some chapters where you see like the recording of the psychiatrist's patient like debrief of their like session that day, which is also super cool. I normally don't get spooked with thrillers, especially when it's daylight outside, and it was like kind of slowly getting darker because I read it around 7 like p.m. But I was like getting spooked. I was like, what the hell is going on? Because most of it takes place in this house, this like abandoned house in like the snow because they got stuck there. So I was kind of getting freaked out a little bit, I'm not even gonna lie. But yeah, that was the 3 books that I read in the 24-hour time span. I chose to do this because at the beginning of the year, I was in a huge book slump. I think I like read maybe 1 book and listened to 2 from like January to like probably June. And I'm a very competitive person, unfortunately. And so every single time I'd go into Goodreads and it would say, you're 11 books behind, you're 12 books behind. I was like, oh, heck no. And so when I finally got out of my slump, I was like, we're doing this. And I honestly had a lot of fun. I would definitely do it again. I am very thoroughly sorry for the previous clips and how I look in them. I was very sleep deprived. Anyways, if you liked this video, maybe drop a like, maybe subscribe. I'm new to this, so I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.